Hello, friends and family. Welcome to Strength in the Psalms, Season 2, Episode 3. I'll be presenting this episode to you today, and my name is Isoke. Strength in the Psalms is a quiet sanctuary for anyone carrying pain in their mind or heaviness in their heart. Here we slow down, here we breathe again. And here we find strength, one verse at a time, breath by breath, day by day. If you're listening with a tired heart or a restless mind, you are in the right place. Let's settle into stillness together as the comforting presence of God meets us right where we are. Our psalm reference for this episode is Psalm 94, verse 19. It says, "When anxiety was great within me, your consolation brought me joy." There were days when anxiety felt like a constant companion, sitting close, breathing down my neck, making everything feel heavy. And yet, in the quiet moments, in the early dawn, in the stillness before the world woke up, I found a peace that was not mine. This peace did not arrive from circumstances and definitely not from my own strength. It came from God's gentle consolation. You see, sometimes human consolation adds sorrow and bitterness. I remember when I lost my mother, some people came consoling me and adding that after all, my mother had already crossed 80 years. Now I laugh because God consoled me to the extent that now when I think about my mother, it gives me joy to remember the life of love, hope, and charity that she lived and breathed. God gifted me a peace then that steadied me until my hands stopped shaking and my breathing became steady again. This is the peace that Psalm 94 verse 19 promises. Anxiety is not always loud. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it tightens the chest. Sometimes it steals sleep quietly. Anxiety is sometimes covered up with smiles, sometimes bursts of anger, and sometimes with heavy makeup. But the psalmist does not hide his anxiety. David is someone who is open about his vulnerability and needs for God. He names it openly. When anxiety was great within me. This is honesty. This is vulnerability. This is the human heart speaking. David does not pretend he is calm. He's honest about his state and his condition. He confesses it. When anxiety was great within me. You see, David's faith and trust in God sometimes makes me just weep. Oh, when anxiety was great within me. within me. This is inward pressure, internal storms, the kind of battles no one sees. The inward pressure we are sometimes unable or even ashamed to verbalize. Pressure of betrayal, mental torture, oppression, inward combustion. This is deep stuff right here. Internal pressure. Ooh. This is deep, deep, deep stuff. The anxieties within you. Then check this out. Check this out. Your consolation brought me joy. God's consolation brought me joy. Not distractions of watching a magic movie, not temporary escapes of going on a vacation or working longer hours, not quick fixes of taking sleeping pills when someone is not able to sleep naturally. Sleep becomes elusive. But God Himself promises, and He stands by His promises. God becomes the comfort and consolation. When anxiety was great within me, your consolation brought me joy. God's consolation really does bring joy and peace. The kind of peace that comes into our thoughts and begins to soften everything inside. You touch your chest and tightness is reduced. As you listen, what is causing unrest within you? Where do you feel the tension or fear or uncertainty? You are not alone. Father, you see every anxious thought inside me, the big ones, the hidden ones, and the ones I don't know how to explain or too ashamed to vocalize. Let your peace quiet what feels chaotic in me. Let your joy lift what feels heavy. Wrap me in your peace today and let my soul breathe again. Amen. Thank you for sharing this quiet space with me. As you step back into your day or into your night, remember this. No matter how loud your anxieties feel, God's comfort is louder. His peace is deeper. His presence is stronger. May His comfort delight your soul today. Until next time, go gently, rest deeply, and stay strengthened in the Psalms. Thank you. Bye-bye.